Holy shit. Something just freaking ran right in front of. Oh my God, those are moving.
Jesus. What was that?
What is that?
Are you real?
Oh.
Yo.
Oh my God, what the is that?
Get in! Get in the car! Get in the car!
Please, God, help!
Open.
This chilling footage was captured by Ian, a beloved and well-known YouTuber best recognized for his channel, Midwest Ghost Hunter. As the name suggests, Ian has always been fascinated by the unknown, determined to provide undeniable proof of the paranormal for his viewers. For years, he sought to validate his beliefs through exploration and documentation. However, this time, he pushed himself further than ever before. Instead of investigating an abandoned house or a forgotten cemetery, Ian chose to brave something far more dangerous. A night alone in one of the most infamous haunted forests in the country. No friends, no backup, just him, his equipment, and whatever might be lurking in the darkness. On the night of March 25th, 2024, a cold and crisp evening, Ian embarked on his eerie journey.
Midwest Ghost Hunter here, bringing you yet another Ghost Hunting Alone video. In this video, I'm going to be investigating two different locations. The first is a haunted bridge, known as the Red Bridge. It is said to be haunted by a woman who drove her car off of the bridge and was killed. The second location I'm going to be investigating is called the Man Mound Park. It memorializes a giant Native American burial mound that dates somewhere back between 800 and 1200 AD.
Connecting with his audience, he laid out his plan and provided a brief history of the location. With his camera rolling, he climbed into his car and began the long drive to his destination, the infamous Red Bridge. A site steeped in sinister folklore, the locals whisper tales of shadowy figures, eerie noises, and the lingering spirit of a woman forever trapped in the night.
The Red Bridge. I think this is actually my first haunted bridge video on this channel. I'm intrigued to see if this ghost lady will come out and talk to me.
After nearly an hour and a half of driving, Ian finally arrived. His first priority was to confirm that he was completely alone. He meticulously scanned the area, ensuring no other people were nearby.
See if we can get a good look underneath here. Oh yeah. Just a bunch of rocks and the other side of the bridge. So I'm kind of wondering where this crash would have taken place. I'd imagine they would have had to have driven off somewhere over here, kind of to the side of the bridge, or maybe even over there on that side. I'm gonna make my way back up.
Finding no evidence of anyone else, he took a deep breath and began his investigation. Armed with his ghost hunting equipment, he combed through the area, searching for any signs of paranormal activity. That was when things took a chilling turn.
Ma'am, could you show yourself on this bridge? Oh, whoa. What the? Whoa, that bridge just moved. I might be going crazy, but I saw that branch over there start swaying back and forth. I know it's windy, but it isn't that windy. Okay, I gotta check this out.
A sudden and inexplicable sensation washed over him. His spine tingled, his breath turned shallow, and the hairs on the back of his neck bristled. He wasn't alone. But instead of retreating, Ian did the unthinkable. He walked directly toward the disturbance, hoping to make contact with whatever presence was there.
It was this one, right here. That thing was just moving like crazy. I mean, it's one thing if like all of the brush was moving, but it was just that single one, isolated. How do you explain that? I I mean, I don't know if like insects crawling on it, maybe? A bird? If you're a spirit and you just moved this tree here, could you move it again? No way! It just moved! I gotta look at this. This thing just moved. Again. On command. And look at this. For all the skeptics out there, there is no fishing line, nothing. Uncut video.
What happened next was unlike anything Ian had ever experienced. A powerful and chilling energy enveloped him, sending waves of discomfort through his body. Every instinct screamed at him to leave, but he held his ground. Determined to capture proof, he raised his camera and began snapping pictures, hoping to document whatever lurked in the shadows.
Whoa, I think I got something in that one. I caught another one. Whoa, there's a freaking mist right over here. And it's gone now. It's completely gone. Whoa. Holy moly, it was just right over here. And now it's completely gone. Who's over here? Could you tell me your name? Could you tell me how it happened? I got a weird feeling over here. I'm getting like a tingly feeling in my whole body. Whoa! I just heard a woman's voice. I couldn't tell what she said, but it sounded like it came from, like, under the bridge.
Frightened yet determined, Ian tried to rationalize the series of inexplicable occurrences. There had to be a logical explanation. Seeking answers, he decided to investigate beneath the bridge, suspecting that someone might be hiding there.
I'm gonna try to get as far down here as I can. Hello? That's so weird. I wonder why she'd be down here. Oh my god. This is so freaking nuts. I'm literally hearing her voice echoing from down here.
Did you hear that? Ian's voice trembled as he spoke into the camera. It sounded like he had made direct contact with something unseen, something powerful. He replayed the footage, amplifying the audio for his viewers to hear more clearly.
Ma'am, I hear—
A voice. But not just any voice. It was that of a woman, disembodied, sorrowful, and unmistakably present. But where was it coming from? Determined to communicate, Ian pulled out his spirit box, a device used by ghost hunters to interact with spirits. What happened next would haunt him forever.
Whoa. Dude, I just seen like a figure over there. It literally looked like somebody walking over there. But there's nobody over there. Bridge. She just said bridge. I gotta get a good look over there. Hello, is somebody over there? Oh, oh. Holy shit. That was loud. Oh God. There's nobody out here. I'm the only one here. Where could that noise? What could have caused it? Hello? What the fuck? There's like wet spots on the bridge. I do not remember those being there. And what's terrifying is that this is where I saw that figure walking. Hello? Doesn't help that my booster light is starting to die. I'm relying on my flashlight. I can hear you clanging around over there. Oh, what the f? Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I'm freaked out. I'm freaked out. My booster light is dying. I'm on my last set of batteries. I think I had enough of this place. Oh, what the f? Oh my God. Oh, what the f? Oh my God. Oh God. What the f was that? She literally splashed in the water. Yeah, that's it. I'm good. I'm good.
That was it, his breaking point. Shaken to his core, Ian knew he could no longer withstand the overwhelming presence surrounding him. The sheer number of unexplainable events became unbearable. He decided to move on, seeking a different haunted location to clear his mind and regain composure. But fate had other plans.
All right. Here we are. Jeez, that was creepy. I don't know what kind of animal that is. Sounds animalistic, whatever that was. You can see all the different plaques here they got. That's a map of different effigy mounds around Wisconsin. And then this is what the mound looks like right here. That's just right up ahead.
Arriving at the new location, a fleeting sense of calm washed over him. His nerves settled, if only for a moment.
Just to make note, there is a farm right next to here. So if you hear mooing or other animal sounds, that is where that's coming from. That was a bit different. What the hell was that? Okay, that came from over here. That sounds almost like whistling. I mean, it could be coming from the wind, but I don't know. It sounds strange.
Unbeknownst to him, the true horror lay ahead, hidden within the abyss of the forest. With his night vision camera in hand, Ian cautiously scanned his surroundings. The forest stretched out before him, silent and still. Then, without warning, a sharp, unnatural noise shattered the quiet.
Oh my God. It's getting louder. Hello? That's a donkey. Didn't think I'd be communicating with one of those. That's so strange. What could that sound be? I'm not really hearing it anymore either. So if I hear those whistling sounds now, I'll know that that wasn't the wind. But as of now, I think it's kind of up in the air. Okay, I'm pretty sure I just heard voices.
His heart pounded in his chest as he stood frozen, his eyes darting around, desperately searching for the source. Despite his fear, Ian pressed deeper into the forest. With each step, the sounds grew louder. At first, it was a faint whistling, an eerie melody carried by the wind. Then came the voices. Soft whispers and unintelligible murmurs echoed around him. But who would be out here at 3 a.m.? It made no sense. He reminded himself to stay vigilant, scanning the area with careful precision. That was when he saw it.
Whoa! What the hell was that? That was a glowing anomaly. It just appeared and disappeared.
A strange flickering light appeared in the distance, moving slowly among the trees. It wasn't a flashlight. It was too dim, too erratic. Was it supernatural, or was someone watching him from the shadows?
Who's over there? I see you. Oh, I just heard that. That was a fully vocalized voice, and he literally just responded to me. Could you come towards me? Walk up towards me through the grass. Holy moly, that gave me such chills. That was freaking wild. It's like he rose up from the ground and spoke to me.
A sinister realization crept over him. Struggling to steady his nerves, Ian maneuvered toward the far side of the clearing, attempting to create distance. But just as he turned to leave, the sounds intensified. It felt as though something unseen was following his every move.
There's that whistling. I heard a whistle. Again. Okay, so I wasn't going crazy earlier. That just came from these woods. I'm gonna try whistling back, see what happens. Oh God, oh God. Yeah, I kinda knew better. I was warned against whistling in the woods. I heard it was bad juju. Oh, do I dare investigate it? Here goes.
Though fear gripped his chest, Ian refused to back down. He had come for answers and would not leave empty-handed. Taking a deep breath, he forged ahead, determined to uncover the truth. He tried to convince himself that it was just a prank, but deep down, he knew better. The air around him pulsed with an unnatural energy. Something was very, very wrong. Then, the footsteps began.
Oh gosh. I have a bad feeling about doing this. Oh God. What the hell? Those sounded like footsteps. That was coming from over this way. Is there somebody over here? Oh God. This area is completely fenced off. But this is where I heard it. It was in here. Hello? Oh my God, it literally sounds like somebody walking over there. I can literally hear him in the grass. Those were straight up footsteps over there.
Echoing, surrounding him. They weren't his own. They didn't fade. They were closing in. Panic surged through him as he spun around, his night vision camera frantically scanning the darkness. But no matter where he looked, no one was there. Let's enhance the audio so you can hear it for yourself.
What the hell is that? It was another freaking glow. I just saw it. I just saw it again. Holy crap, that was just like the one from before. I'm gonna go over and get a closer look. It was right over here. I just seen it. Hello? Oh wait, shh. Listen. utterly speechless right now. Those were some of the clearest footsteps I've ever heard.
Ian whispered, his voice shaking. Unease crept over him. There were no people, yet the footsteps, the whispers, the lights, all of it persisted. There was no logical explanation. This was undeniably paranormal. Determined to make one final attempt at contact, he reached into his pocket and retrieved his spirit box.
What was the whistling I heard? What? Oh God, no. No, no, no. I do not like that. I don't know if I'm going crazy, but that sounded like it said Wendigo. What if that's what I've been talking to on the spirit box? What if I'm talking to a, you know what? I'm shutting this off. Okay, I think I'm done with this. I'm gonna continue investigating, but I don't want to explore anything to do with that, so I'm staying away from the woods. I'm just gonna stick to the mound.
The word crackled through the static like a death sentence. Wendigo? A chilling dread settled over Ian. Wendigos weren't mere spirits. They were ancient, malevolent entities from Algonquian folklore. Cannibalistic creatures with an insatiable hunger. Legends say that seeing one is an omen of death. And Ian was alone, deep in the heart of a cursed forest. That was enough. He had pushed his luck far beyond its limit. This was not something to investigate. This was something to escape. He turned and ran, his breath ragged, his heart pounding in his chest. He needed to get away, to put as much distance between himself and the horror he had awakened. As he reached the summit of a nearby mountain, he paused, hoping the fear would subside. But then, something happened that sent a final, paralyzing wave of terror through him.
What the? Holy! 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 Something just freaking ran right in front of me. Oh God, I nearly pissed myself. I kind of feel like I'm agitating the spirits right now. I don't think it's a good idea for me to stay much longer. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Oh God.
Ian had reached his breaking point. His body reacted before his mind could process it. He bolted from the forest, unwilling to risk another moment in its cursed depths. The drive home was silent. No music, no distractions. Just the empty road stretching before him and the nightmare replaying in his mind. First, the Red Bridge. Now this. No human could have orchestrated what he had experienced. It was real. It was undeniable. By the time he finally arrived home, exhaustion weighed on him, but sleep would not come. Lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, the memories tormented him. No matter how hard he tried to rationalize it, he knew the truth. This night would haunt him forever. Zach and Ailey, a couple well known for their YouTube channel Nomadic Habits, had been traveling full-time in their Sprinter van, exploring various destinations with their dogs. However, on January 24th, 2023, during a camping trip in Texas, they faced an unexpected and terrifying turn of events.
Got off work at 1 o'clock today because we've been under a tornado watch since 10:50 this morning, and the warnings continue to get closer and closer. Yeah, I'm freaking out just a little bit. A lot of it. I'm freaking out a lot of it, actually. I lied. A lot of it.
We're heading out the van, and we're gonna get in that ditch right there. We're gonna hunker down.
My heart's beating 1,000,000 miles an hour, and Zach's worried about filming. Here, we're just gonna get prepared. There's your leash. Freaking out. Having a panic attack. You're just gonna follow me if something goes wrong, right? Yeah? Seriously, babe.
I'm gonna program this radio, put it on the NOAA weather, and then we can send it over to the neighbor's camper. That way he has one, because he doesn't have a weather radio.
Lawbell where?
Oregon? what he just said? I have no idea.
Orange.
Where's that at?
Here, we're in orange. We literally are in orange right now.
Yeah, but there's not a storm over us.
While camping, they received unsettling news. A tornado warning had been issued. Despite it not being tornado season, the storm was raging, with howling winds and relentless rain. Though they considered making a run for safer ground, the only road leading out of the campground was directly affected by the storm. Left with no other option, they decided to stay inside their camper, hoping it could withstand the brutal force of nature. The couple, especially Ali, was gripped by fear as the powerful winds shook their camper violently. Unsure of what to do next, they braced themselves and held on, hoping for the best.
The warning will be bound to expire.
See? Warnings are expiring.
No, it's not. It's not. It's still there. It's still on the radar. Up north of us, it's expired, but like on top of us, look at that. It's on top of us. That one has not expired. That warning that's right there has not expired. I'm serious. They're all around us right now. Babe, seriously. Where do we go? What do we do? I'm having a panic attack, and they're getting worse. Seriously, are we okay? We're not okay. This is not okay. This isn't okay.
How about I go in the back and look?
No, 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 no. No.
You okay?
No.
It's okay, babe.
No.
Babe, it's okay.
A large and extremely dangerous tornado was located over Orange Field, or near Bridge City, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour.
Is that a train? Is that a train? What the f*** is that? What is that?
No idea.
Seriously. Jack, do we need to go over there? Seriously, what the f***?
Says over Bridge City. It's coming right at us.
Jack, what do we do?
We calm down. That's what we do.
And complete destruction is possible.
That's a tornado.
Stop!
Move.
Stop! Stop!
Get in the back.
Stop!
Get in the back.
Stop!
Get in the back.
Stop!
Get down on Mars.
Around 4:50 p.m. Central Standard Time. Only around 4:50.
Miraculously, Zach, Ali, and their dogs survived the ordeal unscathed. Though shaken, they were grateful to have made it through the terrifying night. On the same day, another YouTuber, Freddie, found himself caught in a situation that would turn into something far more dangerous than just a storm chase.
Oh my gosh, we might be about to get a tornado here, guys. Tight signature on radar. I think we're about to get a tornado.
Determined, Freddie set off in pursuit, but the storm took an unexpected turn. Large hailstones began pelting the road he had intended to take, forcing him to choose an alternative route, one that would lead him straight into the unimaginable.
I think we're good though.
The tornado tore through the area, completely destroying a house where a family of 4 had once lived. When the storm finally passed, Freddie rushed to the wreckage, desperately searching for survivors. Amid the chaos and destruction, he witnessed something unbelievable.
Please tell me they're not just in a house here. gosh. Oh my gosh. There's people. There's people. Get in! Get in the car! Get in the car!
Please, God, help!
Open the door. Get in. Come on, guys. Get in the other side. Other side. Come on. Come on.
Please get us. I need your phone. I gotta call my mom.
Right here. Get in.
Get in. I know. Look at me. I gotta look where you're bleeding, okay? Look at me,
We gotta get to the hospital, buddy. Yeah. Do you know where the nearest hospital is? Hey, let me get that dog. Oh, where's the dog? Where's the dog? Come on, Bill. Hey, come here, buddy.
Billy, come on.
Billy. Holy shit.
Okay. Go, guys, go.
I'm a storm chaser here. Okay, man. You gotta get to the hospital.
I need a towel.
I've got injured people in my car. Don't get in the mud. I'll try not to.
Don't get in the mud, you'll get sick.
Yeah.
Hey, Wes, I love you.
To make this very quick.
We're okay.
I've got injured people in my car right now. Okay, there's a tornado here. Where are we at, guys?
Hodges, Texas.
Hodges, Texas.
West.
Okay, can you... what kind of injuries do they have? What kind of injuries are you talking?
Tender-age children with head injuries.
Okay, we got young children here with head injuries. Adult with a broken hand. Broken hands,
broken everything.
Okay. Okay, if one of you guys could get me...
bleeding from Lane. I gotta get the blood pressure.
Okay.
Hold Allie. I gotta get...
Where's the hospital, guys?
Turn right.
Turn right. Okay. Get a hold.
Without hesitation, Freddy drove as fast as he could to the nearest hospital, ensuring that those he had found received the urgent medical attention they needed. Against all odds, the family survived. Though their home was lost, their lives were spared. It was a day that Freddy would never forget, just as the family would forever remember their miraculous survival. Before we dive in, I'd really appreciate it if you took a moment to subscribe to the channel and become part of this amazing community. About 95% of you watching aren't subscribed. It's completely free. Now, let's get back to the video. Meet Dell and David, two friends who love exploring mysterious and intriguing locations and sharing their experiences on their YouTube channel, Signs and Signals. In this video, they embark on an overnight adventure to Lockheart, a small town in South Carolina known for its rich history and eerie tales. Among the most famous stories is that of the Lady in White, a spirit said to wander through the town at night. With curiosity and a sense of adventure, Dell and David set out to uncover the truth behind these chilling rumors. It's October 30th, 2023. Dell and David arrive in Lockheart late at night. While their excitement is palpable, the unsettling atmosphere of the town quickly puts them on edge. As they venture deeper, the eerie silence only adds to the tension.
Dude, this is so sketch.
I was thinking the same thing. You sure this is the spot he was talking about?
He said under the bridge. He wasn't talking about that at all. He said when you're coming in under that bridge.
He said Longview, and this is Longview right there. And there's the abandoned house. Maybe that's where he heard screams from over there at that house.
Oh.
Might have been a different kind of scream. He might have got them mixed up.
Let me put this outside the car. Can't see the camera very well, but...
I feel weird about getting out around here. Do we have to?
No.
A friend had recommended visiting a bridge rumored to be a hotspot for paranormal activity. However, feeling uneasy about stepping out of the car and unsure if they were at the right location, they decided to explore further into town.
Well, saw a no trespassing sign, so I don't think we can go in there.
Yeah, we ain't trying to get arrested.
Really don't want to go in there anyway. Yeah, I mean...
After driving a few more blocks, Dell and David head to a quieter, less populated area. This spot has a reputation for being a center of paranormal sightings, with numerous reports of the so-called Lady in White wandering the area at night. Intrigued, they set up their Ouija board, hoping to make contact and uncover more about the mysterious spirit.
Bugs crawling.
Yeah, I know there's like one that keeps on messing with my leg.
Here it comes. I swear, dude, I keep thinking somebody pulling down here.
I'm not really too afraid of ghosts and demons as much as I am people, right, Dave?
I know.
David's been held at gunpoint before.
We ain't talking about that.
Are you real?
Oh! Oh, oh, oh!
Yo, hey! Y'all alright?
As they attempt to gather answers through the Ouija board, the occasional passing cars create an uneasy tension, making them feel more on edge than any potential spirits. But just as Dell asks another question, a loud, eerie scream pierces the silence, echoing from the distance. Concerned that someone might be in trouble, they decide to investigate the source of the chilling sound.
Oh! Somebody got hurt.
That sounded like a woman, too.
Hey! I got goosebumps, dude.
Yo, are we really gonna go down here?
Hey! Are you okay?
There's no way we can even get to whoever it is.
Maybe, like, they were down there in the water. I don't know, dude. Are we supposed to call the cops or something?
I don't really know. I feel like yes, kinda.
Could that be like an animal, though?
They say bobcats do.
Make, yeah, like a screeching sound. I ain't trying to walk over there and, like, get hurt, either. I'd rather just, I don't know, dude.
Just go up there. Just go check it out just to say that we at least attempted to come down here.
Hello?
That just sounded so much like a woman.
Hello?
Can't see. I'm a dumbass. I'm looking through that gate instead of holding it up.
Hey! You okay?
After calling out several times, hoping for a response from whoever screamed, they are met with nothing but silence. With no sign of anyone nearby, Dell and David decide to head back to their car. But just as they're about to leave, they spot a man wandering through the same area, catching them off guard.
No, this won't be Patreon. This will be legit. I ran to get the battery pack, guys, and apparently that guy over there heard the scream too, and he came over here to see what was going on.
Yeah.
And it was sketchy as hell. But yeah, they heard the scream too, and they're just going around trying to check for it. But
hey, we didn't say bye on that Ouija board, by the way, and it's just sitting over there.
All right. Well, let's wait for them to leave and let's do the outro.
As they speak to the man, he explains that he and a friend also heard the scream and came to investigate, worried someone might be in danger. Dell and David decide to stay nearby, ready to assist if the two men uncover anyone in need of help.
Well, whatever that was, I thought someone was out there, like, getting murdered or something.
Yeah.
And just, like, nothing else came from it, so I don't know.
Now, I'm not sure if that was supposed to... I mean, I don't know what else it could be.
I mean, maybe what they say is true about this place. I don't know. But I know that the Ouija board didn't show us anything. And I'm sorry that we, like, got freaked out by the sound and, like, took our hands off. But, like, we went back and, like...
But we put our hands back on it, though.
Like,
I mean...
all right, goodbye.
Isn't that good enough?
Yeah, like, we're good, right? I mean, the Ouija board didn't do anything anyway. So, I don't know. But
I know the camera's got to pick up that scream.
That scream, yeah, that was weird. Don't understand that. No one's out there.
You can't even get in the gate.
Can't get in the gate. So how would you be back there?
Exactly.
After waiting for a while, it becomes clear that the two other men also haven't found any trace of what could have caused the eerie scream. With the Ouija board showing no signs of activity either, Dell and David decide it's time to wrap up the night. But But just as they're about to leave the area and get back into their car, something strange catches their attention.
That car sounded like a bunch of dogs barking to me.
Is that why you look like that?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Coyotes in full force? I mean,
still, you just don't want to mess with it.
I mean, yeah, it's weird, but I mean, we'll try it at other places. Maybe they just don't do that here. I don't know. Maybe the spirit didn't want to do that. Instead, she wanted to scream at us for whatever reason. Dude,
what?
I swear to God, I just saw something go behind the car. Lock the door.
What?
Dude, turn your cam on. The backup cam.
Oh.
Turn it on. Dude, I swear I saw something white for real.
Oh,
holy shit. Yep.
Oh,
what the Dude, is that just somebody out there? Dude.
Get out. Dude. Go.
What the is that, dude? Hey, who's out there? Who's out there?
Go, Dale, go.
As they prepare to leave, Dell suddenly notices something white moving in the car's back window. Intrigued and uneasy, they quickly check the backup camera, and there it is, a distinct all-white figure moving along the road behind them. Without hesitation, they step out of the car to investigate, wondering if this could be the mysterious woman they heard earlier that evening.
There he is.
Like, I can't tell, like, he was over here, right?
It's hard to tell from the backup camera. I think it was over here.
The trail right here. Well, it looked like it was over here. Hey! Anybody out there? Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I'm gonna trip and bust my ass on this.
Oh, we gotta go.
Oh, you gonna kill me? Hey!
Oh God, I almost fell. Fine. I'll go first.
Go. Hey, we're not trying to mess with y'all, man. We're just making a video.
I don't see anything.
Well, if y'all need help.
Oh, dude, I thought that bush was something right there.
Hey, dude, I don't like this, David. Let's go. On the camera, man, I swear it looked like it was over there.
Well, it's hard to tell because there's a wide lens on the back of the car.
Hello? Dude.
What?
I think we got, like, actual good evidence.
I know for sure I saw something.
Dude, there's nobody out here, man. There's nobody out here.
Despite a thorough search, including walking down an unpaved road where the figure may have disappeared, they find nothing but a dead end. The figure, whatever it was, has vanished without a trace. With no answers and a growing sense of discomfort, they are left questioning what they had just witnessed.
I thought maybe it was somebody
They really
come on down here and get stabbed or something.
They really know where to go back here.
That's just more thick, like...
That's just woods right there. This leads down to the water. I gotta check.
I wish you would have got that on that camera instead of that little backup camera.
I know, dude. Well, how could we know?
Dude, I'm just saying, like, I saw something and I thought that was somebody, like, walking around the back of the car, and I started getting, like, flashbacks of somebody getting in the back of our car before.
Yeah.
And I was like, they gonna get it while we're in the car right now. Like, what's up, dude? Like, I was freaking out. I had to lock the door quick, and I was like, dude.
When you saw it, what'd you see? You saw it in the rear view?
I saw it in the rear view mirror. I was just sitting there, and we were talking, and I was just kind of glancing over. I just a quick little going behind the car, just walked around the car. Just like, just white, just.
Oh, damn.
And then you see a white figure on the camera way further away. So how could that go from right behind the car and then way over here, which I think is over there? It looks like it's up there on the camera to me.
But it's so hard to tell on that. But either way, we still got it though.
Hell yeah.
I had to go back and look at it, but I know I saw something and I had the camera pointed at it.
I know y'all gonna like that, dude, because that is awesome. Like, that's, we got to send that in the Travel Channel or something.
Yeah, that one's really good.
That needs to be documented and just, dude.
Dell and David become convinced that what they encountered was none other than the spirit of the lady in white from the local legends. With no trace of any living person and the unmistakable figure they had seen through the car's camera, the evidence felt undeniable. They left the town both shaken and thrilled by the extraordinary footage they had captured that night. The upcoming clip is from the Brazilian YouTube channel where Luca and Eerie delve into the mysteries that blur the line between the living and the dead. They explore horror legends and spend nights in haunted, abandoned places, embracing every eerie encounter with their large audience. In this particular video, Luca, Eerie, and some friends venture deep into a forest known for being the habitat of the Korup. According to Brazilian folklore, the Korup is a creature with bright red or fiery hair, resembling either a man or a dwarf, and is characterized by its backward-facing feet, which confuse those trying to track it. Often associated with demonic forces, this entity is said to roam the Brazilian rainforest, punishing poachers and hunters who take more than necessary, especially those who harm animals caring for their young. While the legend varies by region, one thing is certain: the Korup is not to be taken lightly. Nonetheless, this was enough motivation for the group to spend the night in the forest, hoping to catch a glimpse of this elusive creature. It's May 10th, 2024. After setting up camp and enjoying some time around the fire, the group is ready to begin their investigation. Armed with cameras and a mix of excitement and nervousness, they step away from the warmth of their campfire and into the cold, silent darkness of the woods.
Demorou, vamos pra lá então, Yuri? Bora lá, mano. Bora lá.
Lá na rampinha mesmo?
Vamos subir, vamos ver se a gente encontra ele de novo, mano. Bora.
Qualquer coisa vocês passam a rádio, viu, mano?
Sim, pode deixar. Mano, essa oferenda eu feio pra ele da última vez, né? Foi. Será que ele tomou, mano?
Mano, pelo que eu tava vendo aqui, não saiu nem do lugar, mano.
Nem saiu do lugar, né, mano?
After spending some time exploring the area around their campsite, the group experiences a blend of disappointment and relief. While they haven't encountered anything out of the ordinary, at least the surroundings seem safe. Choosing to take a break, they return to their base to tend to the fire and collect themselves, completely unaware that the most chilling part of their night is yet to unfold.
Pequeno aqui a gente vai. Mano, será que os tiros que o Lucas deu acertou ele, mano? Nossa, talinho duro, cara, de quebrar.
Despite their attempts to dismiss it, the feeling of something lurking in the shadows intensifies. The crackling fire provides little comfort as a sense of unease settles over the group. Determined to clear their minds and ensure nothing is amiss, they decide to venture back into the woods. This time, however, they do not return empty-handed. They come face to face with exactly what they were searching for.
Nossa, mano, começou a lanterna ficar ruim. Segue, tenta seguir, ainda, mano. Nossa, mano. Que é isso aí, mano? Que é isso aí, velho? A lanterna, mano. É a lanterna, mano.
A gente não quer fazer nada.
Que é isso aí, mano? Nossa.
Sai! Sai! Ele tá vindo! Ele tá vindo!
The figure they encounter matches the descriptions of the Korup, a man-like entity engulfed in flickering flames. Their initial shock quickly transforms into panic. Hearts racing, they fire shots at the figure, but it remains unaffected, standing ominously in the darkness. Then, just as suddenly as it appeared, the figure vanishes, leaving the group in complete disarray. In the ensuing chaos, they become separated in the pitch-black forest, their frantic movements only heightening the confusion. Luca calls out, his voice piercing the silence, but there is no response. Panic sets in as they desperately search for one another. With no other option, they retreat to camp, hoping to regroup and make sense of what just transpired.
O que aconteceu, mano?
Nossa, mano do céu, você não acredita que aconteceu ela?
Mano, o que aquele fogaréu, velho?
Olha lá, mano. É o Curupira? É o Curupira. Ele bateu no chão, mano. Ele correu em direção pra cá, assim, ó. E o Curupira, você não viu? Ele foi atrás.
Ô, galera, tá na escuta aí, tá na escuta?
Ele.
Fala, onde você tá, mano?
Eu segui ele aqui, mano. Eu consegui ver pra onde ele vem, mano. Ô, ele entrou numa toca aqui, cara. Eu não tô conseguindo chegar até ele, mano.
Toca,
e agora?
Dá pra voltar.
Ó, volta aqui, Yuri, volta, mano.
One by one, they manage to return, bewildered and trembling, as they try to comprehend the terrifying encounter. Yearning for answers, they make a final decision to return to the location where they saw the figure and check if the fire in the woods is still burning.
Ele apareceu aqui, ó. Mano, você tinha que ver, cara. Eu nunca vi um negócio desse, cara. Ó o Yuri lá. Ó o Yuri. O que aconteceu, mano? O que aconteceu, velho? Mano, olha que isso aqui, mano.
Nossa, mano. Foi isso, velho.
O cara é muito forte, velho. Você é louco, mano.
Mano, como que ele faz isso aí? Eu não sabia que ele podia fazer isso aí, não.
Mano, você é louco, velho. O que aconteceu lá, mano?
After regrouping and processing the frightening experience, the group concludes that they have had enough. The risk of another encounter feels too great, and their safety takes precedence. Without hesitation, they pack their belongings, extinguish the fire, and leave the forest behind. Though deeply unsettled by what they witnessed, there's also a sense of fulfillment. After all, they set out to find the Korup, and they may have captured something on camera that defies explanation. Most importantly, they made it out unharmed, although the eerie memory of this night will likely linger with them forever. This video comes from Ian, known for his solo adventures exploring some of the most haunted and terrifying locations in America on his YouTube channel, Midwest Ghost Hunter. Ian searches for undeniable paranormal evidence, sharing his findings with his audience. For this overnight solo journey, Ian ventures deep into the Minnesota woods to uncover the secrets of the old, overgrown Vixsburg Cemetery. Steeped in chilling folklore and known for its ghostly legends, this haunting site is the perfect destination for Ian to explore and hopefully capture compelling paranormal activity. It's May 26th, 2023. After a long trek through Minnesota's dense wilderness, Ian finally arrives at the cemetery under the cover of night. As darkness descends, the eerie atmosphere sets the stage for what promises to be an unforgettable investigation.
It's a long and very spooky walk to get to this cemetery. And in a weird way, I love it, but I also hate it. It is a very weird relationship I have with these haunted places, I tell you. Just think of all the animals that might be out here. So not only do I have to worry about spirits, I have to worry about wildlife as well. I'm already freaked out. It is so creepy out here. But I'm going to be staying the entire night, no matter what happens.
Shrouded in an eerie atmosphere that seems to cling to the overgrown cemetery, Ian can't help but feel a chill of unease. Every shadow feels alive, and every sound carries a hint of something unseen. Despite his nerves, his determination to uncover the truth keeps him moving forward. As he begins his investigation, the unexplainable starts to unfold.
Hello? Is there anybody in this cemetery? Could you speak? My name is Ian. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that scared me.
As Ian attempts to communicate with the spirits said to linger in the cemetery, the silence is suddenly broken by the sound of rustling nearby. The noise startles him, sending a chill down his spine, but it also sparks a surge of excitement. He might have just gotten a response. Gathering his courage, Ian presses on and makes the decision to step through the gate, venturing deeper into the heart of the haunted cemetery.
All right. Entering the cemetery. All right, I'm coming over to visit. I hope you don't mind. Oh my gosh. This whole grave is in shambles. I'm sorry that your tombstone has been destroyed. What happened? Is it vandalized? Whoa. Okay, I just heard you. At this moment, a woman's whisper intelligently responds to my question. Holy crap. I just heard a female whisper on here. Okay, I heard you. Thank you so much for speaking with me.
As Ian explores the Eerie cemetery, he comes across multiple gravestones, weathered, broken, and long forgotten. Intrigued by their state of disrepair, he asks aloud if they have been vandalized. To his astonishment, a faint woman's voice responds, sending shivers down his spine. Convinced he's making contact with a lingering spirit, Ian quickly retrieves his K2 meter, determined to strengthen this connection and gather more concrete evidence of the paranormal presence surrounding him.
All right, I've got a K2 meter in my hand. This measures electromagnetic fields. I'm gonna see if I can communicate with you. In my left hand, I have a green light. It won't harm you in any way. All it will simply do is detect your presence. If you're still here, could you tell me your name? Because unfortunately, there's really no way for me to tell. I really don't want to dig around your grave shambles, because I don't want to damage it any further. I'm here with nothing but respect. I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes right now, but that's okay. It's worth it. If I could just hear your voice one more time. Whoa. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I heard that. I heard you once again. Whoa, you just drained my battery too. Dang, dude. All right. I'm gonna review this when I get home, and I'll know your message.
Although Ian's K2 meter remains silent, the woman's voice returns, faint but unmistakable. When enhanced later, the audio reveals her haunting words. It's lonely here. Just as Ian receives the chilling message, his camera battery suddenly dies without warning, a phenomenon often associated with spirits drawing energy to manifest. This unexpected turn leaves Ian both startled and intrigued, further convinced that he's not alone in this haunted cemetery.
Now what's really interesting to me about this is that this camera, it just died. And this is a fresh battery. And that was right after she said something, which is further evidence that spirits really do drain these batteries for energy to do things.
As the clock ticks past midnight, the cemetery grows eerier with every passing moment. Undeterred, Ian decides to continue exploring, eager to uncover more evidence of the paranormal. The thick darkness and chilling silence only heighten the suspense, and Ian's anticipation builds as he senses that the night's mysteries are far from over.
There's another one right here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to read this one. Hello? I heard you walking again. I would really like to get to know you. Oh, it is so scary out here. You have no idea how freaky it is. My infrared camcorder just captured this ethereal form. drifting through the darkness.
As Ian continues asking questions, his unattended camera captures something extraordinary. A faint, ethereal figure gliding silently through the frame. Completely unaware of what his camera has just recorded, Ian presses on, fueled by excitement and curiosity. It isn't until he reviews the footage back home that he realizes he may have captured undeniable evidence of the paranormal, a chilling reminder of what might still linger unseen in our world. Undeterred by the strange events unfolding around him, Ian keeps exploring, determined to uncover even more from this haunted cemetery.
Okay, here is the supposed glowing grave. If there's anyone that haunts this grave site, could you show yourself somehow? Oh, whoa, whoa! What the hell was that? Did you just rattle this fence? If that was you, and you just rattled this fence, could you do it again? Whoa. Holy moly. Dude, this is crazy. This fence keeps rattling.
Out of nowhere, the fence surrounding the grave begins to rattle, its metallic clatter echoing through the stillness. There's no wind, no visible cause, just the eerie sound breaking the silence. Ian, startled but intrigued, decides to test if this is truly paranormal and asks aloud for it to happen again. To his amazement, the rattling resumes, a chilling validation that he's not alone in this place. Encouraged by the response, Ian steels himself and continues, eager to capture more evidence.
Here, I could try to read your grave. What does that say? Nanny? Is your name Nanny? Whoa. Okay. I take that as a yes. Thank you. I take it you're a female. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Does that say what I think it says? 5 years old? Oh my god. I'm so sorry. That is so tragic. I'm sorry. Maybe that's why you come off so playful. My name is Ian.
After the fence rattles again, Ian discovers that the gravestone belongs to a child who tragically passed away at just 5 years old. A wave of sadness washes over him as he reflects on the short life memorialized here. Struck by the possibility that he may be communicating with this young spirit, Ian shifts his questions to be more compassionate, hoping to offer comfort while uncovering more about her story. The atmosphere grows heavier as he continues, determined to understand the connection.
And I'd just like to be your friend. Is there anybody else that's buried here? Whoa, I just heard your voice. Could you say it once more? Dude, oh my god, I just heard you again!
As Ian continues his questioning, he is suddenly met with a soft, distant voice, clear yet faint, saying the name Ida. At first, Ian doesn't fully comprehend what he heard, but as he checks the gravestone again, he realizes its significance.
Definitely heard an I. I definitely heard an I. What does that say? Ida! Oh my god! Her name is Ida! And I just heard that on the voice recorder. That is exactly what I heard now that I think about it. It was definitely an I. Holy sh**, my heart is thumping right now. Dude, this is insane. I'm getting so much awesome activity over here. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my god, those are moving.
Ian's heart races as he discovers the grave he is standing by wasn't just the resting place of one child, but two. Feeling a wave of sadness and curiosity, he reflects on the discovery, And just as he does, he hears something moving behind him. Without any wind, the plants around the grave begin to stir, swaying unnaturally. Determined to capture more evidence, Ian quickly grabs his camera and starts snapping photos of the eerie scene.
Would you like your picture taken? Pose for the photo. Could you smile? Alright, I'm gonna count to 3, okay? And I want you to pose for this photo. 1, 2, 3.
If you look at this photo closely, there appears to be 2 misty little girls staring into the camera from the gravesite. In the photo taken afterwards, they are completely gone. I was already under the belief that Nanny and Ida's ghosts were in my presence. I now have photographic proof to back it up.
At first, the photos seem normal. Nothing out of the ordinary, but as Ian reviews the images, one photo stops him cold. If you look closely, 2 misty little figures are seen standing together, their translucent forms clearly visible behind the fence. Ian's pulse quickens as he compares the next photo, taken just moments later, and the figures are completely gone, leaving no trace. Ian decides to give it one more try. With his camera still rolling and his nerves buzzing, he attempts to get any final sign from the spirits lingering in the cemetery.
Nanny, Ida, are you still here with me? I was just having so much fun with you earlier, and I'd be sad to see you go, and I don't really know how much longer I could stay here. Whoa! Oh my God! Dude, she just touched my shoulder! Oh my God! She like flicked me on the shoulder.
Although there's no way to prove that I was touched by a spirit, I did manage to capture this orb just before it happens. You can clearly tell that this orb is inside of the fence as it floats towards me.
As Ian continues to seek any final signs, something unexpected happens. Out of nowhere, he feels a distinct sensation, a cold touch on his shoulder. His heart races, and although he can't quite prove what he felt, he later reviews the footage and is stunned to see a misty shadow glide towards him just before the touch occurred, leaving him with yet another piece of evidence of the paranormal. After this unsettling encounter, the air in the cemetery grows still. No more sounds, no more movement. The sun begins to rise in the distance, and the birds slowly start to sing, signaling the end of another restless night. Ian, completely overwhelmed by the events of the night, but satisfied with the incredible evidence he has captured, knows it is time to head home. The experience leaves him with a deeper understanding that the world beyond the living may be much more complex than we realize. With all the strange activity he documented that night, it seems more certain than ever that there is a mystery in the world of the dead, and the line between the living and the departed is thinner than we may think. As Ian makes his way back, he can't help but reflect on the unknown forces that might still be out there, waiting to be discovered. And with that, Ian closes another chapter in his haunting adventures. This video comes from Rashen, known for her daring paranormal explorations on her YouTube channel, Rashin in Wonderland. In this adventure, she teams up with her friends Chris and CB for a camping trip in Cannock Chase Forest, a place steeped in chilling legends. From stories of murdered children and sightings of pigmen to reports of black-eyed children and UFOs, the forest is infamous for its haunted reputation. Though they expected a tense evening, the night ahead became far more terrifying than anticipated. It's October 2nd, 2021. Rashen, Chris, and CB arrive at the forest under the cover of darkness. After finding a suitable campsite, they set up for the night. Though strange sounds echo from the depths of the forest, the group remains in high spirits, laughing as they prepare for their adventure.
So far, you just moved into my life. So far, we're still at the camp. We haven't ventured into the forest yet. I know there's a lot of me talking on camera in this one. We set up another camera though because we keep hearing things. And so hopefully the other
Which is on my bumhole.
You're gonna have to do that again.
No, you put that in.
Oh my god. So yeah, you can see our serious paranormal videos going really well right now.
It's just like, it's like a nervous thing, you know. It's like a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Because I'm petrified. A pig man. I'm the pig man in here. All those donuts. Oh god, we're gonna wind them up and they're gonna come get me.
Oh.
The whistle? Not yet. I'm not whistling yet.
Yeah. There's we can still because there is a main road by here. We didn't go too far in purely because we didn't want to carry all the stuff all that way.
Took CB about half an hour.
We will venture. There's like a main road nearby, so once that quietens down and like people stop driving about. What was that? No, I just heard another noise over there.
I need some nicotine. Is anyone going to give me a light? I need a light.
Probably by your bonfire that you created.
I know, I'm not going back there.
So yeah, once it goes a bit quieter with the traffic and that, we'll like get the spirit box out. So, no, I'm sorry, that's deep rumbling noise. That can't be anything normal that I keep hearing.
It doesn't work.
Do you know how to ignite it? Push the thing towards it, the circular bit.
Yeah, just keep hearing this like deep rumbling
like
noise.
cigarettes
It might
disappear.
be just like something normal, but it does not sound normal to me.
As the road near the forest quiets down, they want to venture into the woods to investigate, but the eerie sounds persist, and it's becoming clear they aren't coming from the road.
I'd love to know what that noise is. That's driving me mad.
Hello, ma'am.
I'll be coming into your tent at 12 o'clock, Chris.
With every snap and rustle in the darkness, their unease grows. Yet, determined to stick to their plans, they press on, trying to shake off the fear.
To be honest.
As they venture deeper into the pitch-black forest, unsettling sounds echo around them, sharp cracks resembling snapping tree branches emerging from the darkness.
Holy crap, look at that. Jesus. What was that? Did you hear that noise then? I can hear things moving all around us. Oh shit. What?
No, it's a mountain bike trail.
I've just heard like what sounded like a stone being thrown to the left and then the right of me. I've just heard something to the right of me again.
The strange noises follow, and an overwhelming sense of being watched begins to creep in. Convinced they might be dealing with something paranormal, Ration brings out her EMF reader in hopes of making contact.
Do you want to communicate with us by touching this device in my hand? If you touch the device, you can change the lights on it. Why is the camera not picking it up? That's really, really weird. Do you want to come and speak to us? Are we speaking to one of the girls that died here? Are we speaking to a man? Are we speaking to a woman? I don't understand why my camera's not picking up the light.
I'm just getting everything in a circle.
It's just gone again there. That's really weird. It's going off again.
I can't see it. All I can see is a green circle.
Strange. My battery's just started going really fast as well. Try shining the light on it. That might. Do you want to come through and touch the device again? Did you hear that? I can hear something moving. Can you hear something walking over there? Did you hear that? Did you hear that moan? Let's head back this way. Yeah, I'm absolutely exhausted. So we're gonna head back and get some sleep. This has been really creepy, a lot creepier than I thought. Because I just thought, oh, it's a forest, isn't it? It's a forest. And so, yeah, didn't expect to hear some of the things I've heard since getting here. I mean, we've not had cameras rolling, and we've heard little girls' voices and stuff. So, yeah, this place is crazy. And I'm not surprised it's got the reputation it has.
The device shows activity, hinting at a possible presence. But before they can investigate further, footsteps echo from the shadows, accompanied by an unsettling moaning sound. Feeling increasingly unsafe, they decide to retreat to their campsite, but the sounds follow them through the darkness.
So it is early hours of the morning. We've been in the forest for hours now. It's absolutely freezing. It's gone really quiet. Did you hear that there?
What was that as a conversation was going on?
Really?
Yeah.
I can hear her talking.
Get the key to meet her out.
Surely there won't be people about now.
No. But I don't particularly want to be.
Just turn this on.
That was scary though.
Yeah, just keep hearing things all the time. It made me jump out my skin when you heard something behind there.
I don't want nothing getting attached to me.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
I think this is. I like going to the boundaries, it's too much. It was an area.
Back at their tents, the forest falls eerily silent, but the group remains uneasy. The cold night and lingering fear make sleep almost impossible. By morning, they pack up and leave the forest, shaken but relieved to have made it through the night. One thing is certain, Cannock Chase Forest is unlike any other, its eerie atmosphere defying explanation. This chilling encounter was captured by Franco, a beloved YouTuber known for his channel, Franco TV. On his channel, Franco takes viewers on eerie explorations of America's most haunted locations. Known for his fearless approach, he never backs down from a challenge. But this time, he would face something even he wasn't prepared for. It was July 13th, 2024, a warm summer evening, and Franco had ventured out to camp overnight in a cemetery in Chile. This particular graveyard had a sinister reputation. Not only was it believed to be haunted, but it was also frequently targeted by grave robbers who stole items from tombs under the cover of darkness. It wasn't the kind of place anyone would want to be alone after dark, but Franco was about to do just that.
Got it. I have access to a cemetery. It is ridiculously hard to find an accessible graveyard at night, especially in Chile. But luckily enough, I got to know somebody who knew somebody who was eventually able to give me access to getting to this location. I am in a huge graveyard behind me. This is nothing. It goes on forever. However, it is extremely dangerous being towards the back because people come through here all the time robbing and stealing and stuff. And the problem with this location is that the law doesn't protect me here. So it's hard to defend myself when if I do defend myself, I go to jail, directly to jail. So hopefully nothing bad happens. I'm not sure what the universe has for me in store for this location. But that being said, let's get into the video.
Having secured legal access to the graveyard, which was usually locked at night to keep out trespassers with malicious intent, Franco made it clear that this was not a safe place. Still, he was determined to explore and possibly make contacts with any lingering spirits. Little did he know, spirits were not the only things he would encounter.
Through the cemetery and shadows, pretty much shadow people. Everything that you would see in a graveyard at night technically happens here. Look at that. I don't even know what the hell that is, but that scared the hell out of me. Apparently these are built all through the graveyard as well. And I feel like it's just built just to scare the hell out of you. I think that's a statue. Jesus Christ, that is horrifying. Yeah, that's a statue. Look at this. Is that creepy or what?
A life-size statue stood near a grave. For a fleeting moment, Franco mistook it for a real person, sending chills down his spine. These statues were placed there to deter grave robbers, but their unsettling appearance made it nearly impossible to tell whether they were harmless decorations or something more sinister.
Every now and then it sounds. Alright, I gotta stay focused because very easily my own mind will confuse me. And yeah, my own mind will confuse me and then I end up looking around the whole time and it might be nothing. Well, that's all part of doing this alone because you freak yourself out half the time. It's all in your head sometimes. Being able to distinguish the difference is a challenge.
As he ventured deeper into the cemetery, an overwhelming sense of unease settled over him. He knew he had to remain calm and think rationally, but in a place like this, that was easier said than done. Setting up his ghost hunting equipment, Franco prepared to communicate with whatever might be lurking in the darkness. That's when the first strange occurrences began.
Is that you making noises around me? It is so dark here. There's no moonlight, so I don't really have any chance of seeing anything unless I have an IR light. Chance of seeing anything unless I have an IR light. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but I'm hearing some random stuff.
Faint voices crackled through his equipment, leaving him confused. The air had been eerily silent moments before, yet as soon as he activated his gear, the noises grew louder and more intense.
Trying to see if there's anything significant about being in this room. Why they would run in here.
No, I won't.
I don't know if you guys just heard that, but I just heard a giggle. That sounded like a laughing. Oh, that was creepy. I just literally heard a laughing. Why they would run in here.
No, I won't.
Then, an unsettling sound, laughter, echoed nearby. Was this proof that the cemetery was truly haunted? Just as suddenly as the sounds had started, the equipment went silent, as if whatever had been trying to communicate had abruptly disappeared. After waiting for 10 minutes, Franco packed away the equipment and continued deeper into the graveyard. The strange voices still lingered in his mind, but this was only the beginning of a night filled with unexplainable events.
There's so many noises everywhere, it's hard to tell. Like anyone could just walk up on me right now. And I would think it's just part of the surrounding sound, so I don't know. Oh my god, my imagination's going wild right now. What the hell was that? Hear that? That sounds like something moving for sure. Literally in front of me.
A creeping sensation took hold. Franco felt certain he was not alone. His instincts were about to be proven right. But before that, something truly chilling happened. As he walked across the grass, he spotted a birthday balloon swaying eerily in the night breeze. Trying to shake off the tension, he began to sing. What happened next was absolutely horrifying.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Holy something just hit the balloon. The balloon just moved. Kind of chaotically right now.
The balloon moved, as if touched by something unseen. Franco swept the area with his flashlight, searching for a logical explanation. There was no strong wind, no movement, no one around. The unease in the air thickened, first the voices, and now this. Feeling increasingly vulnerable, Franco decided to move on, hoping to find a safer spot. But safety was the last thing he would find. Switching his camera to night vision mode, Franco sat in the darkness, attempting to make contact with any lingering spirits while remaining hidden from potential grave robbers. That's when his camera captured something truly disturbing.
Is there anybody standing next to me? Over here is that creepy statue. Let's see if I can find it. Right there. Oh my god, that is horrifying. I just noticed that she's got a Catholic necklace. It's just creepy on thermal. Everything on thermal is creepy. Is there anybody that would like to communicate with me tonight? Now's the time to talk. What the was that? I just picked something up on thermal. And I don't even know what the hell it was.
A black, shadowy figure moved between the graves before vanishing. Franco spotted movement ahead, but couldn't make out what it was. Switching to heat mode, he expected to see a person. Instead, he saw nothing.
Hold on, I'm going to change spectrum. I'm now in a different spectrum. I want to see if it gives off any thermal heat. I'm not seeing anything. What the hell was that? Whatever it is just stopped right over there and it's kind of hiding. I just switched back, and what is creepy is that whatever the hell I just seen, I want to see if I can see it again. Stopped right over here. It was something black.
No heat signature, no signs of life. Was someone hiding, or had he just captured a ghost on camera? Determined to find out, he cautiously approached the grave where he had seen the figure. But when he arrived, there was no one there. Uneasy, he quickened his pace, heading toward another part of the graveyard in search of safety. Yet the thought haunted him. He was not alone. Eventually, he reached a section of the cemetery that felt different, more decorated, almost peaceful, yet undeniably eerie. As he ventured further, his flashlight fixed on the graves ahead, something stopped him cold.
The place is decorated to the teeth. Hola. Oh, fuck. Holy shit. Well, that's what's making that noise. Why would you do that? They put a picture and it looks like somebody was just hiding right there. I still thought it was a person. Jesus Christ. That is so messed up. They put a life-size picture of this kid and that scared the hell out of me. I thought somebody was just hiding right behind me. That literally got me to my core right there. The thing is that even though I saw it and it scared me, I was expecting for me to just fight it for some reason. It was just a piece of cardboard. I'm sorry. I don't mean anything, but you scared the hell out of me right now.
A life-size cardboard cutout of a person stood beside a grave, likely placed there by the family of the deceased, perhaps the boy buried beneath it. But who would do something like that? The sight sent chills down Franco's spine, making him even more uneasy. He reminded himself of his goal, to stay all night. But the graveyard felt overwhelming. Needing a break, he moved to a more secluded area, hoping to regain his composure. What happened next would make him abandon the cemetery entirely.
I have to turn this flashlight off. Holy, I really hope you guys heard that. That was freaking terrifying.
A loud sound shattered the silence, a clear sign that Franco was not alone. Cautiously, he followed the noise, leading him to an old mausoleum standing apart from the rest of the graves. That's when he saw it again.
And that's the mausoleum. What the is that? I just seen someone sitting there.
A shadowy figure, moving as if trying to stay unseen. Could this be the same figure he had spotted earlier? Let's replay the footage.
And that's the mausoleum. What the is that?
Convinced of what he saw, Franco knew he couldn't take any chances. He slowly backed away, choosing safety over confrontation.
I'm not going back there. Back there is too dangerous. There's a lot of people back there. But I definitely seen something black. I'm pretty sure that's where the sounds of the screams are probably coming from. I'm pretty sure that whatever that was probably most likely the same lady or the same thing that I seen crossing the road the last time and that walked in the middle of the road. And it was probably trying to draw my attention because I came in here and I did shine my flashlight a couple of times.
It was too dangerous to stay. Unsure whether he was dealing with a spirit or a real person with bad intentions, he decided to leave. He quickly made his way to his car, drove to a nearby hotel, and took time to process the harrowing events of the night. When he uploaded the footage to YouTube, viewers were left shocked. Franco admitted that the events of that night still haunted him. Was it a person playing tricks, or was this cemetery truly haunted by something sinister? Perhaps we'll never know. Fortunately for Franco, he made it out unharmed. Happy Hippie is a YouTuber who loves camping, exploring, and immersing himself in nature. His videos are usually anything but creepy, but this one took an unexpected turn. He set out to spend the night in a bothy known as White Lagan. For those unfamiliar, a bothy is a simple, unlocked shelter available for anyone to use free of charge.
Going to is called the White Lagan, I believe, and it's by Lockheart. And I've got a bit of wood with me just in case there's no dry stuff there, so I can have a fire with ease. Oh. I've said this before, there's beauty around every corner, and this is what I mean. You couldn't see that from down there, but then bam!
Eventually, he arrived at the house and entered to check if anyone was already inside.
Oh, nice, bunk beds. Sweet. Nice and cozy. Said I wanted to take up fishing. Someone's left a little homemade fishing rod. Really sweet. You see some pretty weird written on doors. That's normally the see, smoke that. And that's a common one. If you can see it, it says Bill Gates. That one, little coordinates. Think I'm gonna go check it out? Hell no, but I'm sure someone's just joking. Look at the amazing view from the window. You got the lockdown there. I love coming in Bothy's, they're so...
The Bothy was empty except for a few fishing rods and strange markings on the walls. Other than that, he couldn't find anything unusual. Shortly after, a group of people passing by stopped in to visit him.
The first guests, I had a few people from the Mountain Bothy team come up and just had a nice chat with them for a bit, told them what I do. And they said they were going to check out my videos, so hopefully you guys enjoy them if you're watching. And they're just about to head off now. Getting a bit hungry, so I think I'll have a wee bit of haggis for lunch.
He got his bed ready, made something to eat, and started a fire to warm himself up. But as night fell, strange things began to happen.
One of them water filter straws, and it comes with 2 little bags as well, so you can attach the straw to that. But I've not got to use... Oh, maybe this is the guests? There was no one there. I don't know if that's just the people me or something. I don't know if that's something they do. But I don't think it would be that family. It was just a dad and his daughter and son. Oh well, we'll see. It was just knocking on the door again, and then I went out, but there was no one there, so I don't know what's going on, but I've not heard of any haunted bobbies or anything. I've never had weird. Just wanted a nice little bobby night. If you've watched all my videos before, you know I don't do this. Fun night. Now walking around into the room, and then I go in there and it just stops. Maybe I just put my music on really loud and forget about it. Cameraman never dies, right?
Someone started knocking on the door, but when he stepped outside, no one was there. He was completely alone in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by complete darkness. Even if it was a human, it was still unsettling. The mysterious knocking sounds continued throughout the night, but he decided to ignore them, cranking up his music and focusing on what he came there to do: relax. This is Kevin, a creator known for sharing his fun camping trips in his DIY camper van, while showcasing his passion for photography on his YouTube channel, KS Vlog. However, his latest adventure took an unexpected and unsettling turn. It's September 1st, 2022. Kevin sets out to the serene North Shropshire hills, eager for a relaxing camping trip. As he arrives, he feels optimistic about the peaceful night ahead.
Right, well I was going to cook something, because I've got loads of food down there. I bought some tuna and pasta and bits and pieces, but because it's a little bit later and where I am, because there's not that much around, because it is flat, but not flat if you know what I mean. There's a little walk up there. I've got about an hour or so to sunset. There's so much cloud in the sky, but there's lovely colours. So I thought, well, I did myself some cob, so I'm just having that. I mean, yes, in this you can still cook. I'm in the small van and everything else. But yeah, I just can't be bothered tonight, because I'm here like maybe tonight, well definitely tonight, and then probably tomorrow. It's just a little break, and just get me out and get me photography, because it's something I enjoy. And when you're like me with a spinal problem, that sometimes you can't do that much. The one thing I do find easier with a small camper like this is before going to bed, before it gets dark, get the bed out, because it is just full out like that. Pull that out. Move that one across. That's the armrest. Oh, clip. And then, there you go. It's a lot easier to do it while it's light than it is while it's dark.
After enjoying a quick meal and setting up his camper for the night, Kevin heads out for a stroll to watch the sunset and snap some photos, capturing the beauty of the golden hour.
Well, I've got to the top, and I mean, the light is illuminating the valley. Absolutely lovely down there. Hopefully I've got a few pictures anyway.
With the sun now set and satisfied with his walk, Kevin returns to the comfort of his camper. As the night air grows colder, he decides it's time to settle into bed.
But yeah, so now it is just enjoying an evening. I've got the tablet as my TV there, and that's just watching that, and yeah, be up in the morning for sunrise. Not too sure which way I'm going to go, probably down the other way in the morning. So, well, I hope you've enjoyed this video anyway, and that a bit more insight into the van this time.
After watching some TV, Kevin chooses to turn in early, eager to wake up in time for the sunrise. However, the calmness of the night is suddenly interrupted.
It's really weird, something woke me up, and it was pushing against the side of the car, and like knocking into it. It happened for a few minutes. So it woke me up, and it was really weird. I thought, you always think as being car camping, camper van, whatever, it's kids. Because two other camper vans, there's 4x4, big one next to me, and a Sprinter, I think, near the other side. But basically, you can hear now. I don't know if you can hear this. The car with the keys. It's been shaken.
As he starts recording to explain what disturbed him, the eerie sounds return, this time caught on camera. His camper even begins to shake, as though something outside is causing it to move. Frightened to step outside and investigate, Kevin stays inside, hoping it's nothing more than a curious animal. Eventually, after a few more unsettling occurrences, it falls silent once again. Although the night becomes calm, Kevin struggles to get any sleep after the unsettling events, spending the rest of the night on edge, his mind racing with thoughts and questions about what had abruptly woken him. The mystery of that night lingers, leaving Kevin with an unnerving memory he won't soon forget. This clip comes from the YouTube channel The Voice of Sim, which is known for its captivating content, ranging from the latest news and documentaries to intriguing stories about the northeastern Indian state of Sikkim. This particular video captures an unexplainable encounter in the heart of the Mahananda Sanctuary, deep within the Siliguri jungle. It's August 12th, 2019. Two rangers are on their way to their overnight shift when, as they navigate the dense darkness of the forest, something strange catches their eye. Suddenly, a white figure appears on the road. Initially, the rangers are unsure of what they're seeing, but as they approach, it becomes clear that it's moving.
কোনটা বে ব্যাক করো জলদি ইয়ে বা কোনটা বেটা কোনটা বে এ বাবা কোনটা গিরেডা এটা কোনটা বে ব্যাক করে পড়ে কোন করে যাবে ব্যাক করো ইয়ে বা
As they slowly pass by, a mix of shock and confusion takes hold as the figure continues walking across the road and vanishes back into the deep forest shadows. To this day, the rangers remain baffled by what they witnessed, with no concrete explanation for the encounter. Was it a person in a white garment walking through the jungle in the middle of the night? Or could it have been something paranormal? The questions remain unanswered, leaving an eerie sense of mystery behind. It's unnerving to think about all the secrets the wilderness might still hold, hidden just beyond our understanding. Tonight, we follow a group of thrill-seekers who thought they were walking into just another abandoned house. They expected eerie silence, maybe even a few ghost stories. But what they found inside was something far worse than any paranormal encounter.
Hello? Hello? It's coming from down there. Here. It's not opening.
This video comes from the channel Lewis Clark. In this particular video, Lewis and his friends are set to explore an abandoned building.
So I believe this is our entrance. Sam's blocking it. He probably won't fit, but hopefully he will. Go on, Sam, you can go first.
I will go first.
Alex thinks he's that famous he's rented himself a cameraman.
First one in the building.
Come on, Sam.
Somewhere.
Concentrate's the wrong foot. I'm the only one without a light, so I've got to point stuff with one ear.
Oh, typical.
As they approached the entrance, the air seemed unnaturally still. The front door, swollen from years of rain and neglect, groaned as they pushed it open. It was clear no one had lived here for a long time.
It's a pretty good cover. Sam's getting horny over the camera. Oh, there's holes in the floor. Right, as soon as you come up the stairs, don't just fall straight through the floor. Sam, mainly you. Careful, Alex. Don't you fall in down there.
Oh, yeah. Can't believe he's got me fucking filming all of this shit for him.
Sam is Alex's bitch. Sam is Alex's bitch. Sam is Alex's bitch. Sam is Alex's bitch.
At first, the group joked around, playing up their adventure for the camera. The leader of the group, Sam, gestured dramatically to the surroundings, pretending to host a horror documentary. But beneath their laughter, a growing sense of unease crept in. Something about this place felt wrong. Then, the first noise.
I don't want to go in here. This seems very... I'm well nervous around this place. This has been so boring.
It has.
And it's because Mark's in it, isn't it, Sam?
Oh, yeah. It's because you're in it.
What the fuck?
No, what have you guys done?
No,
oh, first we find this.
I can hear bang downstairs.
Wait. Wait.
Hello?
Hello?
It's coming from down there. It's coming from down there.
It's coming from down there. There's got to be a room. Wait, what?
A dull thud from upstairs. Faint, muffled, but unmistakably human. A cry for help. Was it a prank? Was someone really inside? Rushing forward?
I told you there was a room in there. It's not a prank, Sam.
Swear to God.
It's not opening. I'm trying. Hold the camera.
What's that called?
Kick it.
It's not opening.
That's because the bolts are cross, you muppet.
It won't open. Look.
Oh, okay. Well, try there. Oh, okay. That's a bit weird.
One second.
Sam, we haven't done anything, I swear to God.
Hello?
What the fuck?
There's a box. Hello? She's crying. Why are you in a box?
Hello?
Huh?
They pressed their ears against the box. A girl's voice, weak, terrified, confirmed their worst fears.
Someone took me!
Someone's put her in a box.
Someone put you in this box? We need to get her out then, Lewis.
Right, okay, 1 second. It's got a lock on it. We can. He's took your clothes.
I've got no clothes on.
Okay, give me a second. Have you got a phone?
I don't have anything.
Is there anything around here we can like? Oh, cool, guys. Is this a joke? No, I swear to God.
Serious. What girl have we had the chance to bring here in the car with us and a fucking box?
I thought you might come here before. You honestly think we'd lock someone in a fucking
and
box?
then disappear and come and pick you up an hour and a half away from home and then bring you back?
We need to find something.
Right, give us a second. We'll see what we can find. Go and find something for box to open the box.
Someone had locked her inside. With no time to waste, they scrambled to pry the box open, their adrenaline surging as the girl's muffled pleas grew more desperate.
Something worth it. Go and look for some inside.
I've got a screwdriver in my fucking bag.
Okay, give it here.
What is it? Screw it.
Bear with.
There we go.
It may work. Oh, there's fucking...
Take the things off. Undo the fucking screws.
They're too tight. I think they're too tight. Try and go. Whilst I'm trying to do it, someone go find a crowbar or something. They're too tight. Go and find some sort of crowbar or something.
Shit. Look for something like long, basically.
Ah, fuck. You got some in? Have you got some in? Oh yeah, okay. Right, stay away from the lock as possible, as much as possible.
What's your camera, Lewis?
Fuck. Sam, can you hold that for me? Come, my cameraman. Yeah, alright, we're trying to smash the lock off, don't worry. I don't think it's gonna work.
No, the Brett's not too gritty. What the fuck? The brick's just chipping away.
I know. Go. I don't know what to suggest. Oh shit. Good camera.
We've got.
What the fuck?
Wait, go and look on the floor for a key or something.
Oh, hang on, do you not want me to film this for you? You take this then at least.
1 second. Alex, give me that. Right, you got it?
Yeah.
No. He won't be anywhere. Yeah, grab that.
Oh, we've got one off.
Who the fuck put some? Give me that one. Give me that. I only tried the left two, but. Okay. What idiot does? What idiot traps someone in a box?
You okay?
No.
It's not really quiet.
Okay.
2 screws left.
Can you breathe? Oh, there is breathing holes. Says fragile. At least they're being a bit respectful.
Box isn't fragile, otherwise we would have got it open already. Oh, you might have scuffed.
Wait. Are you on your own in the box?
Yeah.
Okay. We're nearly there, I think. That's one.
Last one.
Break into places. Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls. Don't eat bugs. Or drink my piss.
Fuck's sake.
At least not for survival. I'm still not fucking convinced. What? We haven't done this.
Done.
Why would you lock someone in a fucking box? Seriously.
Right, done it. Okay.
Seriously.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
The lock was old but sturdy. They searched the house for anything they could use. Moments later, as the lid creaked back, revealing the trembling figure inside, the reality of the situation hit them like a wave. The girl, disoriented, shivering, had no belongings, no phone, and no idea how long she had been trapped.
Yeah, I've got. You hold that? Yeah.
One sec, we'll find some clothes. Pull cameras away. Don't point the cameras at her.
Oh yeah.
Get some out your bag. Get some out your bag.
Turn the cameras off. Let's turn the cameras off.
No. Just keep them rolling. Just point it at her.
When I get really hot and sweaty, I've got a spare t-shirt.
Okay. Sorry, that's all we've got. What happened?
Someone took me.
Took you and put you in a box.
Yeah.
Where are your clothes?
Don't film that. Don't film that.
Say again.
He made me strip and he took him.
But they're in this building.
I don't know, he's gone and he took him.
Where the camera was?
Did you have a camera with you?
I did, but I
That was yours?
dropped it.
That was yours. We've got it. We've got cameras like you've got cameras, I suppose, so we're just filming a video, but we'll keep them off you as much as possible.
Was it upstairs?
Yeah. Downstairs on the left, I think.
Right.
Sorry about that, that's the best t-shirt we've got.
It's my spare when I get all hot and sweaty.
So, you've just been put here by...
Yeah, someone put me in here.
Okay, you got a phone?
Everything's gone. I've got nothing.
Anyone you can call? We've got
my boyfriend.
Do you know his number?
Yeah.
Give her her phone. Someone give her her phone.
She was in shock, barely able to speak, but one thing was clear. Someone had put her there deliberately. Slowly, between shaky breaths, she revealed what little she remembered.
How long have you been in there?
I don't know.
Shit. It's a nice made box. Oh, shit. Fuck.
What the fuck does this to someone?
Yeah, let's try and keep the cameras ready to respect her a bit, I suppose.
Hello. It's Jade.
What's up?
I've been locked in a box. Can you come and help me, please? Someone's found me.
What?
There's 4 men here. They took all my clothes.
Where are you?
I'm at this
4 men took all her
abandoned
clothes?
Are
Is
you
this some
alright?
setup or something?
Oh no,
No,
shit, there's 4
really?
men here.
I don't know.
They took all my clothes. There's 4 men here, they took all my clothes. Are we getting set up to something?
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
4 men. Their faces were a blur, but their intentions had been clear. They had taken her belongings, locked her in, and left. But why? And more importantly, had they planned to come back?
Hey.
Someone's there.
Okay, we'll let her get out of the box. Move the cameras away. Yeah, man. Hey, you alright?
Here you go.
We just found the box. We found someone screaming in a box.
Mark,
Yeah?
what are you doing here, man?
As they led her away from the house, the weight of the night's events settled in. The thrill of exploration had been replaced by something far more real: fear, disbelief, and a haunting question that would stay with them long after they left that place. Who did this? And were they watching the entire time? Meet Charles, a YouTuber you might recognize from his channel, Son of a Bear. Known for his love of the great outdoors, Charles often embarks on adventures in some of the most stunning forests, sharing every moment with his audience. But on this particular day, what he captured on camera would send shivers down his spine, something he never thought he'd encounter. It was July 18th, 2021, a warm, sunny day in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Charles had been spending his summer immersed in the serenity of nature, waking up each morning to the sounds of birds and the rustling of leaves.
Welcome to the crib. This is a 10 by 10 wall tent that I live in for the summer. Let me show fires.
As Charles described his peaceful surroundings in his vlog, it seemed like the perfect spot to disconnect from the chaos of daily life. But little did he know, this calm oasis was about to turn into a nightmare. Later that day, Charles set out on a mushroom hunting expedition, one of his favorite hobbies. The forest was calm, the only sounds being the crunch of leaves underfoot and the occasional chirping of birds. But then, out of nowhere, his peace was shattered.
And this one looks like it has a bite out of it.
And this one. And there's one over here. Looks like it's holding some water. Huh? I think it's time to go.
A loud, blood-curdling scream pierced through the trees. The scream was close, as though someone was in terrible distress, possibly enduring unimaginable pain. Charles, visibly shaken, whispered. Without hesitation, he quickly walked away, putting his camera away to prioritize safety. Thoughts raced through his mind. What could that have been? This was private property, and he had rented the campsite. Who or what could possibly be out here? But before he could even process it, something even more disturbing happened. Charles grabbed his phone and started filming, capturing the sound of gunshots echoing clearly on the audio. Could this be connected to the blood-curdling scream he heard earlier? Charles wasn't about to stick around to find out. He quickly made his way back to his campsite, shaken but determined to report the incident. Once there, he spoke with the property owner, recounting his harrowing experience. The owner was left stunned, unable to provide any explanation. To this day, the events remain a mystery. No further information has ever come to light about what happened in those woods. So, what do you think? Could the scream and gunshots be connected? Was someone out there in danger, or was something darker lurking in the Blue Ridge Mountains that day? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. This horrifying encounter was experienced by Joe and Elliot, two seasoned explorers you might know from their channel, Ghost Theory. Known for their fearless investigations into the paranormal, they have ventured into some of the world's most haunted locations. But this time, they took things to a whole new level. Not only were they exploring an abandoned building, but they also planned to camp overnight, an idea that would soon spiral into a nightmare. It was June 1st, 2024, a warm summer evening when Joe and Elliot set out for their latest adventure. An abandoned mental asylum deep in the UK countryside. The asylum, long forgotten and surrounded by a haunted forest, had stood abandoned for over 30 years. The site's tragic history was chilling, harrowing conditions, untimely deaths, and rumors of restless spirits. But little did they know, it wasn't ghosts they needed to be afraid of. As they trekked through the woods, the asylum loomed into view, casting an ominous shadow. A strange, chilling feeling crept over them, but excitement kept them moving forward. They wandered through narrow hallways and crumbling walls before finally finding what seemed like the perfect spot to camp.
Found our camping spot.
I hope you're not scared of heights.
No, see, I'm not afraid of heights, but I am afraid of the sudden stop after the plummet of falling.
Yes.
Well, anyway, so we've decided actually that due to the amount of dust and everything, we thought it'd be best to go somewhere where there's quite a lot of ventilation, and where better than outside.
So we're going to the Holiday Inn, just down the road.
So basically, we are going to be camping on this lovely roof.
Setting up their tent on the roof, they settled inside. Everything seemed almost peaceful, but they weren't here for a relaxing camping trip. They were here to explore. They decided to take a walk through the building, searching for the most active room to leave their camera equipment in hopes of capturing paranormal evidence while they were away. However, before they could even begin, the disturbances started.
Now, you kind of want to find the areas that's going to cover like all rooms, corridors, and most open spaces.
But it's also finding the areas that have got the most going on. If we go somewhere and there's constantly activity or something there, you know, to leave a camera there. But we also haven't ever really had a good look around this building.
No.
So,
just soaking in the atmosphere. Hello? Is anybody here that can hear us?
Soft footsteps echoed from the lower levels of the building. They called out, but there was no response. The silence was heavy, leaving them to wonder. Was someone downstairs, or was it just their imagination? As you might know, Joe and Elliot aren't easily frightened, so they brushed it off and ventured deeper into the building. But it didn't take long before they were met with sounds that made it unmistakably clear they were not alone.
Did you hear that? No. Okay, listen. That's people. Good.
Faint voices could be heard coming from the lower floors of the asylum, accompanied by the sound of objects being thrown around. Joe and Elliot mentioned that they're usually not too afraid of encountering other people in these buildings, but this time, something felt off. Their instincts were right. They quietly made their way to the upper floors, hoping to stay unnoticed by whoever was lurking below.
That was really weird, though. It was like it was people, but then just went. But they're just throwing stuff around. Were they? They were like throwing things into the building and shit. Are they out there? No. I can't see them. I can hear them. Yeah, I don't like it. They were quiet. Because it's not like people have just like come in, they've not come around chatting and stuff either. Yeah, there's just random things got thrown about from like multiple angles.
Unsettled, they sat in silence, lights off, and switched to night vision mode, straining to listen and pinpoint where the people might be. After 5 agonizing minutes of complete darkness and silence, they decided to move to the other side of the building, hoping to catch a glimpse of whoever was out there. But what they saw was beyond terrifying.
They're in army gear. There's 2 of them. Have they got weapons? Yeah. They've all got guns and shit. Are they coloured guns? Hey? Are they coloured guns? No. They're proper like black. They're proper rifles. Like they're stood like this. They're like this long. They're air rifles. You're fucking kidding. Like the proper pellet rifles. They're rifles. Like a sniper. He's got a full fucking helmet on and everything. That's illegal. But there's 2 of them sat down there where the entrance is. That's illegal though. Yeah.
The boys were frozen in fear as their seemingly peaceful camping experience spiraled into a real-life horror movie. They stood motionless, unsure of what to do, knowing that one wrong move could cost them their lives.
Get down! I don't know what they're doing. There's quite a few of them. How many, roughly? I've seen 4. And they all have guns. Well, guns, but...
It was clear they were not safe, and the uncertainty of the group's intentions only made the situation more terrifying. What added to the unease was the fact that this mental asylum was located in the UK, where firearms are not allowed, making the encounter feel even more sinister.
We need an actual plan, not just a, hi. Do you know what I mean? I feel like we need to put the stuff away, minus these. Let's go. That's the fast plan. So we've got movement.
Realizing the danger, they packed up their cameras and decided to document everything on their GoPro in case anything happened. With uncertainty looming, they made their way through the building, abandoning their tent and focusing on one goal, making it out alive. Little did they know, this was just the beginning of the terror that awaited them.
Fuck was that? What the fuck? It's like a fucking machine gun. Hello? Is that a voice? Is that a fucking angle grinder? Isn't it? It's... Be quiet.
As they made their way to the other side of the building, unsettling voices pierced the silence once again. They called out, but no response came. Were these people playing a prank, or was something more sinister at play? Not wanting to find out, they stood still, listening carefully, determined not to give away their position. But then, the sounds began to close in around them.
This is some horrible fucking shit. What the fuck are they doing? That's very fucking loud. I don't know what the fuck to do. I do not know what the fuck to do. Is that outside? What? Is that outside? Shit, fuck. Fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck this. What the fucking hell is that?
Loud, unsettling bangs echoed through the building, but they couldn't pinpoint exactly where the sounds were coming from, adding to their growing terror. Why were these people making so much noise? And what were they doing? Joe and Elliot were at their wits' end, unable to think clearly or decide their next move. All they knew was that their only option was to get out. They ventured further, navigating through the eerie, decaying hallways, unsure when the people might strike, but then it became terrifyingly clear. The armed people were dangerously close.
Upstairs still. We need to fucking get out of here. What's going on? We need to get out. Shit, go. Something's happening. What? They're nicking the shit.
Footsteps closed in from all directions. Joe and Elliot were paralyzed with the chilling thought that the armed people were nearby. They quickly turned off their lights once again, trying desperately to pinpoint exactly where the sounds were coming from.
Why are they making noise?
The loud noises betrayed the armed individual's true position. Joe and Elliot knew it was now or never. Without hesitation, they sprinted away, choosing safety over confrontation.
Have we got everything? Not the tent. Fuck the tent.
They fled the building, abandoning their tent, and ran into the darkness outside.
People turn up with guns. Whatever guns, whether they're airsoft, air rifles, whatever, I have no idea. And then whack out with some fucking angle grinders.
But the thing is,
he heard his name, whatever. So, whatever. Have you got the ladder? So they brought fucking ladders in and everything.
How?
I don't know.
Did they get past?
There are multiple ways into that building.
Yeah.
We must have literally walked around the outside when they came in the other side.
Okay.
It has to have done.
As they made their way into the woods, adrenaline pumping, they began to process what had just happened, realizing how lucky they were to have escaped unharmed. Once they reached their car, they jumped in and began the 6-hour drive home. During the drive, unsettling questions lingered in their minds. Who were those people? What were they doing there? And most terrifying of all, what were their true intentions? When they uploaded the footage to YouTube, viewers were shocked and deeply concerned for their safety. This life-threatening encounter could have ended tragically. Luckily, they made it out alive, vowing never to return. Kevin was no stranger to the outdoors, camping, hiking, fishing, and more. But this trip was different. He had set himself a challenge, to spend the night alone in the forest, under nothing but a tarp. Little did he know, he would encounter something that would haunt him long after. Setting out on his bike, Kevin carried everything he needed for the night ahead. He reached his chosen campsite, set up his tarp, and settled in.
I'm doing something awesome. I'm solo tarp tenting for the first time. I just got a tarp. You saw in my last video I did a little lunch break tarp camp, but this time I'm out in the woods solo camping, and I'm hoping that I can portray the feeling to you of what it's like sleeping under a tarp for the first time, like the feelings about it all, you know, because I don't know what to expect. Yeah, so I made it in, and I think I found the perfect area to camp here. Right over here is the tree I'm going to use to set up the tarp. I'll show you the tarp setup I'm planning on, and I just have this nice big area here. It's nice and mossy and soft. Perfect. Well, I made it. It's after 7. I was hoping to have a coffee, but not going to be able to have coffee. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to sleep. It's too late for that. So I'm going to get cooking supper soon.
As the sun dipped below the trees, he cooked his meal, stir-fry, before darkness fully took over. Hopefully, the scent wouldn't linger too long.
Having a little stir-fry. Nice and healthy dinner. It's getting darker out now. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but it's starting to chill off a little bit too. So I'm going to eat this up and then get some things ready for bed. I got to get my bedding ready still and everything. There are some ATVers not too far away. I don't know if you can hear them or not, but they just started and they started whooping it up a little bit. It's Crown land here, so there's not much I can do about it. I chose kind of an ATV trail. I just didn't expect them to be out in the evening, so hopefully it won't last too long, and hopefully it's gonna deter any bears.
The evening passed peacefully. Kevin sat in the quiet, taking in the stillness of the forest. His GoPro and bike were within arm's reach, just in case. He expected a calm, uneventful night. But at 12:30 a.m., he was jolted awake. A piercing scream echoed through the trees. It was unlike anything he had ever heard.
Ears are like kind of just ringing. There's a constant sound or ring there. Not a loud one, just not used to being like this quiet, and I love it. This is what I look for. My senses are up a little bit, like, you know, I'm like hearing, when I hear things, like I'll be doing something and I'll be hearing a sound and I don't realize it's the sound that I'm doing, and I'm like, you know, what's that? I haven't been too like worried about much. When I first got here, it took me a bit to get used to some of the sounds out here, like the trees were swaying and making weird noises and stuff like that, just ones I wasn't sure of. And then, you know, I thought I heard something off in the distance, but I don't think it was anything. I think it was just trees or something. I'm not sure, but that was like when I first got here. I will see you in the morning.
Not from any animal he knew. Heart pounding, he scrambled for his camera, but in the panic, it wouldn't work. When he finally managed to record, the unnerving screams continued, each one sending chills down his spine.
If you heard that, but that was a weird sound, man. I do not know what that was.
After what felt like an eternity, the noise finally stopped. Kevin, gripping his weapon tightly, tried to sleep, but the forest no longer felt safe. As dawn approached, the sounds of wildlife waking up filled the air. Kevin knew it was time to leave. What do you think could have made those eerie, blood-curdling screams? This chilling video was captured by Dan, a YouTuber you might know from his channel, Exploring with Fighters. Known for his love of adventure and the outdoors, Dan often ventures into abandoned buildings, haunted forests, and uncharted locations, bringing his viewers along on thrilling explorations. Fascinated by the paranormal, he is always searching for answers, hoping to capture something extraordinary on camera. But on this particular night, what he recorded was far more terrifying than any ghost. It was November 14th, 2022, a cold, eerie winter evening when Dan set out on another exploration. This time, his destination was the infamous Epping Forest, a location rumored to be haunted by dark legends and ghostly apparitions. Fortunately, Dan wasn't alone. His good friend Flex joined him, as they had braved many adventures together.
So we're heading towards a church. We're going to take a walk from there and find somewhere to camp. And I will be telling you more haunted history of the place. But I'm not sure what we're actually going to do tonight. Whether we're just going to do a stealth camp or not. We'll see.
As they arrived at the forest, they parked their car and stepped out into the darkness. The only thing visible was an old, creepy church with a graveyard right beside it. The atmosphere sent shivers down their spines, but they pressed on.
That's better.
Look at that. That's creepy.
Well, if we go around the back of the church and camp in the forest there,
yeah,
we can have a fire because we're not on the graveyard. Mm-hmm. We're in the forest. Yeah, what the hell was that?
That wasn't a normal fox noise.
Could have been.
Could have been, but that doesn't sound like a normal fox.
Right, come on, let's grab our stuff and set camp. It's getting cold already, so let's.
Right through the graveyard?
Yeah, if we walk through the graveyard, we'll go right to the back. Are you ready to go and find somewhere to camp? Full moon's beaming down above you.
Soon, a strange, unexplainable sound echoed through the trees. Surprisingly, they brushed it off, attributing it to a fox or other wildlife. Grabbing their gear, including sleeping bags and a tent, they ventured deeper into the darkness, unaware of what was watching them. After finding the perfect spot, they set up their large tent, built a campfire to keep warm, and settled inside, chatting about life as friends do. However, their conversation was soon interrupted by unsettling noises from the dark woods.
Dr. Pepper? No. What was that weird noise? It just sounded like something way in the distance, but in the woods. Oh yeah. Almost like a thump. Okay. Yeah. Thumping hollow sound. It's just the weird woods, that's what it is. I kind of feel better in this tent. I hope it's a fox. Sound like a scream. The fox said. Screams. Stop now. Some weird noises. Yeah. The only thing I'm worried about is cooking the food in here. It'll be fine. Yeah, we'll see. We'll give it like 10 minutes and we'll start cooking it. Yeah. But it's an owl. Oh. Yeah, definitely an owl.
At first, they reminded themselves that animal sounds were normal in the wilderness, but something felt off. A lingering sense of unease that made them want to stay inside the safety of their tent. Their gut feeling wasn't wrong. Yet, before fear could take over, they prepared a meal and retreated to their tent. For a brief moment, the night felt peaceful. Little did they know that peace would soon be shattered.
Good. Do you like the broccoli?
We'll try some now. I've never actually tried it.
It makes it all worthwhile. All the hard work that went into it. Oh! Oh, yeah. What the fuck is that? I don't know. It could be an animal, but I don't know. I hit the tent.
Suddenly, something forcefully touched the tent, followed by the sound of footsteps wandering around their campsite. Shocked, Dan and Flex looked at each other in fear, both thinking the same thing. Who or what was out there? The answer would soon become chillingly clear.
I don't like this.
They listened in silence as the footsteps grew louder, circling the tent, as if the intruder had no intention of hiding.
What was that? Bright happened. I've been for a bit, but I haven't heard anything like that all night. That's what worries me. all the lights off now. It's freaking me the fuck.
With their hearts pounding, Dan and Flex turned off their lights, sitting in complete darkness, hoping to remain unnoticed. The footsteps persisted for an agonizing 5 minutes. Paralyzed by fear, they stared at each other, unsure of what to do, until they finally decided to take action.
What are we gonna do? Open the tent. Open the tent. Are you mad? See?
Slowly, they unzipped the tent door and peered into the pitch-black forest, but there was nothing. Just the eerie stillness of the woods.
So I've got a CCTV camera up there. It might go in on there. I put it up there because last time we got a fox on camera walking around the tents. So I wanted to see if we capture any animals walking around. But whatever that was, it smashed the side of the tent. Yeah. But it could have legit footsteps. At first I thought, hold on, it could be like a branch falling off the tree, right? But the way it smacked the side of the tent, but then the footsteps, but then it could have been an animal. I'll have to check that CCTV footage.
How soon can you check it?
Tomorrow morning when we get back to the hotel.
Trying to rationalize the situation, they brushed off the unsettling feeling, convincing themselves it was probably just a branch falling or an animal wandering around. With that thought, they made the questionable decision to review their CCTV footage the next day at the hotel, instead of immediately investigating further.
Whatever it is, I think it's gone.
No, I reckon we turn the lights out.
Yeah.
And just sit in silence for a bit in the dark. Leave the fire on.
Yeah.
The fire's on like quite low.
What are we going to do about that?
Well, I would like to finish it. It's going to be cold now.
We try.
We've probably attracted something because of the smell.
When do we ever not attract something? When we do the steak?
Maybe we should ban steak for a little bit.
Assuming the danger had passed, they returned to their meal, reassuring each other it was likely just an animal attracted to their food. After dinner, they settled in for the night, still unaware of what footage had actually captured. The rest of the night passed without further disturbances. At dawn, they packed up and headed to a nearby hotel to review the footage. What they discovered sent chills down their spines.
So when something's triggered on the camera, it takes about 2 or 3 second delay, so I didn't actually catch whatever was thrown at the tent. But check this out, I did see this. In the bottom right corner, something comes into the frame. There was definitely someone there, and it looks like they just take a look what was going on. And as Flex pops his head out to take a look, they dart off into the darkness. Now this is quite a scary thought.
On the CCTV footage, a man could be seen walking toward their campsite. He stood silently next to their tent, unmoving, just watching them. As soon as Dan and Flex opened the tent door, the figure quickly disappeared into the woods. They were horrified. All night they had assumed the noises came from an animal, but the footage revealed a far more sinister truth. Someone had been lurking around their campsite, silently observing them. The fact that he never revealed himself suggested he did not have good intentions. Only when he realized Dan and Flex were still awake did he decide to leave. The thought haunted them for days. Though they were relieved to have made it out safely, one thing was certain. Next time they go camping, they will be far more cautious and won't brush off strange occurrences so easily. This next video comes from the YouTube channel The Outdoor Gear Review, created by Luke, a passionate nature enthusiast who thrives on hiking, backpacking, and wild camping adventures. Through his channel, he shares his journeys, offering viewers an authentic glimpse into the beauty and challenges of the great outdoors. In this clip, Luke sets off on a solo overnight expedition in the rugged mountains of Idaho, tackling the Devil's Throne Trail. Known for its moderate difficulty, the trail promises stunning views, but also carries an air of mystery. However, as Luke would soon find out, the trail's challenges weren't the only surprises awaiting him. It's October 15th, 2024. Despite the unsettling tales surrounding the area, Luke begins his hike brimming with excitement and energy, eager to embrace the adventure ahead.
Already, my hike up to the Devil's Throne has begun. And let me tell you all, folks, this is steep. I forgot exactly just how steep this is. It is killer. It is so steep and so remote. That is one of the reasons why so few come up here. Another reason why people do not come up here is because of the history of this area. This place has a very dark past and a lot of mystery that surrounds it. To many of the locals, this is haunted. To the Native Americans that were here before, it is haunted. Not only has there been numerous ghost sightings up here, but there have been Bigfoot sightings too. It's because of all of those reasons that I'm drawn to this place. It's raining, folks. It just started. Right now it's really light, but it's going to get heavier. Much, much heavier. I was hoping to make it to the top before the rain set in. That is not going to happen. The reason why is pretty simple. This trail is so steep. Doing it in your rain gear is awful. Even though it's not that warm today, that much elevation, that quickly, it warms you up fast.
As Luke continues his hike toward the mountain summit, the weather begins to shift, with rain clouds rolling in and droplets starting to fall. Undeterred, he keeps a positive mindset and pushes forward. However, as the rain intensifies and the trail becomes a bit more challenging, a strange, unfamiliar sound suddenly pierces through the steady rhythm of the storm, stopping Luke in his tracks.
What was that? I don't know. The Devil's Throne, everyone. It continues to impress with oddities. Oh, man.
Although he can't identify its source, he brushes it off with a laugh and continues, unaware of the unsettling turn his adventure is about to take.
Take a look at this impression in the stone. It looks like a gigantic boot print. Right now, folks, we are on top of the Devil's Throne. It sure is beautiful how the fog is beginning to depart the area. Typically that means when you have a front coming through, that heavy rain is about to begin. Oftentimes, like the beginning of the front will push the fog out of the way, and then it's on. And just like that, we're hearing thunder too. Oh boy.
Luke finally reaches the summit of the Devil's Throne, his determination paying off despite the worsening weather. As he navigates the rugged terrain atop the mountain, he stumbles upon something peculiar, a massive footprint etched into the stone, its size and presence raising more questions than answers. Intrigued but unsettled, Luke takes a moment to examine the bizarre discovery. With the rain intensifying and the wind picking up, he decides to seek refuge under a cluster of overhanging rocks. There, he sets up his gear to brew some coffee and enjoy a well-deserved dinner, hoping to recharge before deciding his next move. As Luke prepares his meal, the comforting aroma of coffee mixes with the fresh scent of rain-soaked earth. He settles in, savoring the moment of quiet amid the rugged wilderness. Gradually, the sun dips below the horizon, casting the landscape in shadow. As the mountains are enveloped by the deepening night, the once vivid surroundings fade into a dense, impenetrable darkness. But then, just as Luke begins to enjoy his dinner, the tranquil atmosphere shifts. The air feels heavier, charged with an unspoken tension. Out of the silence, strange distant sounds echo through the mountains.
What on earth was that? I wonder if the camera picked that up. I have no clue what that was.
As Luke listens closely, a strange knocking sound reverberates through the wilderness. Unease settles in, and he begins to question his decision to stay overnight. The worsening storm only amplifies his doubts, with rain now pelting harder and the wind howling through the rugged terrain.
Obviously, the rock is slick and all that stuff. At the same time, because of all of the flooding that we've had recently, the trail, for the most part, has been washed away. It's heavily rutted. Oftentimes, you have to walk on the sides of the trail because, like, in the center, it's like a foot or 2 feet deep, but you don't really notice that because it's full of leaves. So, like, sometimes it's super deep, sometimes it's not. It really does throw you off because you don't know what to expect in the center of that trail. So, without a doubt, we have to hike slow, we have to hike careful, and that is what we're going to do. It's going to take a while.
After some time spent wrestling with his instincts and weighing the risks, Luke decides to trust his gut. The unsettling sounds, combined with the relentless storm, make it clear that staying the night isn't worth the potential danger. Resolute in his decision, he packs up his belongings, secures his gear, and prepares for the treacherous journey back down the mountain.
I am ready to go. The hike is going to be slow, it's going to be wet, and I'm sure it's going to be interesting. Let's go, folks.
With darkness blanketing the wilderness and rain pouring in relentless sheets, the trail becomes a shadowy maze of slick rocks and tangled roots. Every step must be taken with care as Luke begins his cautious descent into the unknown, hoping his decision to leave was the right one.
Very slick, folks. Very, very slick. I don't know. In the future, my friends, I will be back and I will spend the night up here. That noise that I heard up at the Devil's Throne, I just heard it again. But I'm not sure where at though.
As Luke navigates his way back to civilization, the dense, dark wilderness seems alive with strange, unexplainable sounds that echo through the mountains. Each noise heightens his unease, yet he presses on, determined to safely reach the end of the trail. Finally, Luke emerges from the wilderness, relieved to have made it down without encountering any tangible dangers. Yet, the mysterious sounds he heard during his descent linger in his mind, filling him with both questions and curiosity. Though shaken, he can't help but feel an eagerness to one day return when the weather is kinder, to unravel the mysteries that still seem to whisper through the mountains. If Luke hadn't followed his gut, this night could have taken an even more disturbing turn.